So we are at the corner of Wales Street and one of the streets here by Parliament, but we are getting ready to do the Total Sports ladies race, our first one leading up to the marathon. Today's just a 10k, but I think it's going to give us a good indication of how well we've been training and also how much more we still have to train. I'm going to take this race very easy. I'm hoping to run with some of the girls. I know we all run our own paces, but it does help to run with someone. So I'm quite excited to get going, to be honest.
I basically was checked into a clinic to treat my anxiety and depression. I was just so scared because there's so much taboo behind mental illness. I remember phoning Coach Kathleen and I said to her, "Hi, I said, just to let you know that I'm going into the clinic, but don't worry, I investigated, I did ask about it, and there is a treadmill, so I can still work out, so please don't drop me from the program."
I'm feeling excited. I'm actually feeling very excited. This is like a warm-up to October, so the Cape Town Marathon, so it's good. Let's go!
I had just recovered from a flu when the time for the race came. That meant I wasn't my 100% self, but I insisted to the coach that I do want to participate and run the race.
We're in the center of Cape Town at the Grand Parade, and we're here for the Women's Day Ladies 10K race. And this is the first race that the girls are doing. It is a lot of excitement. I think also them getting together for the race, I could see there was like a good vibe amongst them. Yeah, so they're amped.
I'm not gonna lie, those hills were tough. I have only been training on flat surfaces, so I definitely need to get more hill training in, but at one stage I was running, I'm like, how the hell am I gonna do 42? But coach has a plan, so I need to trust the process, and yeah, now on to the next one.
That was much tougher than I thought. I managed to beat my previous 10k time by 1 minute, but if I had to do this 4 times and make up a marathon, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. There's a lot more training that needs to be done in my part.
My second medal. This is my second race. I'm so pleased with my time. I finished strong. It was awesome. It was hectic. The hills totally killed me, but it was awesome. It was an amazing race.
Oh, I just did my first 10k race and it was so awesome. The hills were a bit difficult, but they were good. They were a good challenge.
It was a good race. Tougher than I thought, but the last 2Ks I really pushed myself to finish.
Again, I ran with Melissa and we got Ashley at the end of the race. So it was just so much fun running in community and being able to talk to someone during the run.
The 10k race, it was honestly one of the best days. I got there quite early, so there was already such chaos and such an environment, such an atmosphere. And then when I saw my AD girls, it was the best feeling, because I mean, this was the first time that I was seeing them since being in the clinic.
I am quite excited because now I know that I actually have the support of these women. So Shakira might be a bit, like she is a better runner than me, and just her motivating me, leaving her race time to help me through a race just shows me that they really care about the person.
I kind of knew that I wasn't going to run a personal best, but I still had this time in my head that I wanted to go for. I got to the starting line. It was myself and Kay, and we were trying to squeeze to the front of the crowd because we wanted to be like as close to the finish as possible. I told Kay, like, I'm gonna take you with me, like, just come. Let's get through this.
2, 3, faster, stronger together!
I'm about to enter week 5 of training. My body is feeling good. The other day had like a teeny tiny pinch in the hip, and I was chatting to some people around, stretching my hip flexors, and yeah, I actually realized I need to stretch more. I need to actually After a run, take a little bit of time to stretch, just to look after the muscles.
I experienced such excruciating pain in the front shins of my legs, and immediately told coach, and she's like, get to physio ASAP. But I think mentally there was 1 or 2 days where I was like, just doubt kind of creeps in. But I think just being in and having such a great support system, in coach, in the team, the girls, in my physio, in my family, my friends, it's just one word of encouragement that makes a huge difference.
Moments with the girls and the coach are a continuous learning point for me. I have never had a coach before, so having someone that is so interested and so invested in your journey as you are, it is very special.
Morning ladies, I hope everyone's well recovered from Saturday's run. Welcome to week number, I'm not sure, I've lost count, but we've got 7 weeks and 6 days to go until race day, which basically means we've got 4 weeks and 6 days of serious training left to prepare you for your marathon. This week is our rebuild week, and this is where if you are smart, you're going to really get tons of gains from the training you've done until now.
Zoe not running with us on Saturday.
No, she's running tomorrow solo, so if you see some weird loner in Sea Point running up and down, then that's Zoe, so give a hoot and a wave.
Oh man. I'm going to start at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning because I'm leaving on a shuttle at 9:30. So I said to everyone at work, I'm going to sleep in the shuttle. I'm going to be useless until we get to our work destination.
The first few weeks I was pretty tired, started to feel drained because I'm used to running 3 times a week and now I'm running 4 times a week, and it's all long runs. So for me, a long run would be 10 Ks, but now 10 K is becoming pretty normal to me.
The emotions are coming up quite a bit. As a mother, you can't just be there for your kids, getting up in the morning, getting them done, going to work, coming home. You put yourself on that roller coaster and you know that you can't handle it. So you don't take a break, and that break is so important. And for me, running is my break.
My husband, Heinrich Gradwell, and Skylar Amber Gradwell has been super awesome because being a mother, having a day job, training for this program, and traveling back and forth to my parents in Gordons Bay can be draining. My dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 8 years ago. It's not very nice to see what it's doing to him. And when I speak about my running, I see that proud look on his face, and that is everything.
The training, a lot of it I have to do on my own, and because of my schedule, I have to do it before the sun comes up. It's not always the safest time of day to run. As I said, my husband, he's watching my nutrition. If he sees a long run coming up, we know we're getting pasta tonight.
Well, my family, my husband, he's been excellent. So every off day that he has, he runs with me because, as we know, for us as females, I can't go run. Like, I can only do, during the week I do evening runs because I work like a 8 to 5. And then sometimes it has to be an easy run, or supposed to be an easy run, but then I end up running so fast because I need to get to my car and need to get in the mileage.
My father has been a huge support for me. He always drives me, he goes with me on my training runs, and he's like a portable water station everywhere.
Basically I'm gonna stop plus minus every 3 Ks. It's gonna depend on where I can pull off with the vehicle. You can get your water and everything. The reason why we do it like that is because on race day the water tables are exactly every 3 kilometers. Gotta get your stomach used to it. 100 to 200 miles. It's a cold day, that's why we're having a bit less. And on the downhills, don't sit. Come up. Sit, bum in, tummy in.
Before the run I was feeling a little bit nervous. I didn't know if I would be able to do the whole distance or how it would feel. But overall it actually went very well. I did 22, which is twice the amount that I've done so far. My furthest has been 11. Still felt energized during the run and like I could keep going. It was only at the last 2Ks where it felt a little bit rough and where I had to walk a bit more.
I must say, I actually wasn't worried about the distance at all. I think I've been putting in the work. And I think that what actually made the difference was the previous long run, I had a plan, but I didn't stick to it. So I've learned, have a plan, stick to your plan.
I know how much it takes to prepare for a marathon, and I also know how many variables you're working with and how much can go wrong. I mean, you've got the slogan, the beyond my impossible, and they have actually been able to take themselves beyond what I actually, from a coaching perspective, thought was possible.